Saturday's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Real Men of Real Estate, hosted by me, Thomas F. Chappelle Jr. I thank you for joining us for the next hour. We're going to have some fun, some laughs, and some emotions. Speaking about real estate, I'm here with my dear friend and guest of the day, Shar Williams. It's like Star, ladies and gentlemen. So you just got to remember that. So it's a very unique name. So we want to welcome her to the show. Also want to let you guys know that I am the host and organizer of the Black Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Club. It is a real estate investment club that is live every third Wednesday of the month. So come and check me out. You can contact me via email, Thomas F. Chappelle, Thomas Chappelle 33 at yahoo.com, just to spell it for you, THOMAS, C like Charles, H like Harry, A like Apple, P like Paul, P like Paul, E like Edward, L like Larry, 33 at yahoo.com, or you can contact me at 404-844-1828. Once again, that's area code 404-844-1828. So, Shar, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Thomas. How are you this
I'm doing
morning?
fine.
Well, this afternoon, rather.
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you showing up. So, look, we're just going to have some fun. It's just you and I, and
Okay.
everybody else don't exist and
Alrighty.
whatnot. It's going to be an easy peasy, So, the main thing I want you to do is to introduce yourself to the world.
Okay. My name is Shar Williams. I am here in Riverside, California, the IE. Originally from South Carolina. South Cackalack is what they call it. By the way of Atlanta, Georgia. And I see you have a 404 number, so I assume that you were in Georgia at some point yourself, huh?
Exactly. I was. Been there for 12 years.
Okay, I was there for like 8 years, so I got around pretty much in Atlanta. And I came out here to California 5 years, going strong. So here I am.
Okay. So, now, your name is kind of unique. So, how did that come about?
Well, Char stands for Charnique, and I just shorten it because I believe a lot of people could not pronounce nor spell it. So I just made it a little easier for people. So I just go by Char, and I think that's a little unique for a lot of people as well, so they can remember it. So I think that's what you say rhymes with star, so they can go by that as Char.
Okay.
So.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Let the world know who you are and what did you do before you got into real estate?
Well, what I did before I got into real estate, I was a leasing manager. I leased apartments in Atlanta, Georgia, actually in Lithonia.
Wow.
So I was doing some leasing there, and a coworker of mine, she was actually a realtor, and I asked her, what is that? How do you become a realtor? And she explained it. So it caught my interest, and I started thinking about, okay, well, let me pursue it a little bit more than leasing. So I moved out here to California, ended up getting my real estate license, and actually I'm a dual agent in Atlanta as well. So I actually have my license there. And from there, I am in real estate, and I went from leasing here as well in Huntington Beach and Cerritos, and now I pursued it a little further and ended up getting my license and moving from there.
So you're gonna tell me you left the A to come to California? Now, my last residence in the A was Lithonia. Well, no, it was Conyers.
Oh, Conyers.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
familiar
my
with Conyers.
that was my last residence. So you came all the way from Lithonia, and Lithonia was an upcoming city. I haven't been there in a while. I was there a couple of years ago, and it's pretty much still the same. And it really has no change to it. But I made the transition and came here, and now I'm here doing what I'm doing here. So what pursued you to come to California? What was the actual reason? Was it because of the real estate market, or was it just because you just wanted to be fun in the sun?
Oh my God.
Come on.
No, I know my daughter, if she's listening, she's going to say, "Oh my God, mom." Well, it was her idea to move to California. So my sons and I and my daughter, we all packed up and left. And I didn't want my daughter here by herself on the West Coast. So I went with her. So we rooted and came out here. And she actually went back to Atlanta.
Wow.
And so I stayed. My sons and I stayed, and I had to make it here. And that's when I went ahead to pursue after we were actually both leasing consultants. Well, I was the leasing manager, she was a consultant, and we were in Huntington Beach working. And so when she left, I decided to stay. I said, you go ahead and go back. I'm going to stay. And went ahead and went into the real estate after that and pursued it from there.
So the leasing game. Talk to me about the leasing game.
We're just leasing multifamily apartments and mixed use. So just basic apartment leasing with the same rents and collections, and people paying their rent on time and showing apartments and just the simple things of real estate. It's not that complicated in the leasing world.
So what was fascinating that made you say, okay, this is where I'm going to put my energy into?
Well, my energy was more so going into the real estate. I wanted to be more. I wanted to do more than just leasing. I wanted to elevate myself. So I decided to study and go abroad and figure that out. So I self-studied. It took me a year to study. So I did not go to real estate school. So I studied on my own.
Okay.
And
okay.
it took me a while, and I passed on the first time. Yay for me.
Okay.
So they say California is a little harder state to pass. But I did, so I commend myself for that.
Congrats.
And thank you. And from there, I decided to get my license in Atlanta as well, because they're like a reciprocity to different states. And so I got the license in Atlanta, so I can work in both states.
So since you've been here and you got license in Atlanta, what is the most successful part as being a dual agent? Do you find being in Atlanta or being in California more successful?
California for sure, because of the housing prices, the housing market is higher. So it's easier to make more money out here than it will be in Atlanta because the prices start higher. So the market here is more lucrative than it is in Atlanta, Georgia. But Atlanta is rising, so their prices are getting up there. They're getting a little bit more expensive.
Well, I was there when the Olympics came to Atlanta, so I was there back in the day. And the last time I was there when they had Freaknik, so I never knew what Freaknik was.
Oh my gosh, I never went to Freaknik. I didn't do that.
Yeah, and I ended up working for. At the time, it was called Nations Bank. And then B of A bought them out. So, yeah, I was there for a minute. But the transition coming from Atlanta to California, so it wasn't the beach and the sun.
It was not.
And the palm trees
It was
and
not.
all that.
It was just off my daughter. I supported her and her dreams, and I just went for it. So we all just came out just for her. And she, like I said, she left, and we stayed. So obviously now I look back, I say, well, I think it was meant for me to stay out here and make a way, through this real estate journey of mine. So.
Okay, so now you are doing property management, and you got your license to become an agent and things of that nature. What's the benefit of doing both?
Well, with property management, since the real estate is a good background to start, the lingo of real estate with the property management, because they do go hand in hand. So it does benefit because you have the leases, you have the terminology, and it's collecting the rent. So with the leasing and property management and real estate, everything goes hand in hand. I try to do everything that's conducive to make sense with my journey. So property management is a good field also to go into. You can manage residential properties. You can manage commercial properties. So, but commercial is a little bit different, but it still goes hand in hand with all of the real estate aspect of it.
Okay. So when now as far as you going into your real estate side with being an agent. How far are you looking to go into that?
Well, I'm looking to go into the brokerage. So I want to become a broker at some point and to start my own company. So I want to actually mentor young, aspiring real estate agents coming out of school to be a mentor or coach to young real estate agents so they can know what it is that they are trying to do and understand, because sometimes brokers are um, they're not accessible and they're really busy, and I want to be that one to make sure they know what they're doing and to make sure that they understand the real estate and to answer their questions and to mentor and guide them into, being successful.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our first break for the day, and we're going to come back to speak to Miss Star Shar, if you will.
I
Welcome
like
to the
that,
Real Men
Star.
of Real Estate. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you very much.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Real Men of Real Estate with your host, Thomas F. Chappelle Jr. We're here with my special guest, Shar Star, whichever one you want to call it, to make it simple. Talking to her about her journey in property management as well as real estate. So we're going to pick up where we left off at when you was getting into the part about your real estate journey and the difference between property management and real estate. So you wanted to start your own brokerage, if you will. So continue with that.
Yes, that's a dream of mine and a goal to start my own brokerage and to be have one here and one in Atlanta as well. So my sister and I actually are looking to start it together.
Okay.
She just actually got her license in Alabama, so I'm excited for her.
You
Yay!
and these licenses, man. Come on.
So she's a realtor in Alabama. Yay!
And she in Bama too. Bama. Go ahead.
Yep. So she's going to be dual licensed in Atlanta, Georgia as well. So I'm excited for her. So we're going to start this journey together.
So
as
you guys
sisters.
gonna convert the whole doggone family into real estate?
Oh, no. It's just she and I. So we're just us two.
Okay. So, in doing that, tell me what's the most exciting part as what it is that you're doing that people will sit back and want to listen to what you have to say?
The most exciting part is helping people. In real estate, we look to help people. We look to get people into their homes. We look to get people into any type of situation that they are interested in pursuing or purchasing. And my whole thing of real estate is to be that to that person, especially the journey of a first time home buyer. I think that's one of the most exciting things ever, to help someone through that process, because they are unaware and they do not understand the real estate aspect of it. And to be that guide and that helping hand to people, that's exciting to me. And I love to be that for people, coach and mentor people.
Okay, so have you worked with any investors, and do you understand what investors do and how they work?
Well, currently I'm working with a few investors, and I can say it's a little challenging. They all are different, and they all require certain requirements of what they're looking for. So I think the most challenging part is finding the properties that they're looking for off market, meaning that it's not listed on the MLS, and to show them a property that they're interested in and location, and to rehab it. It's just a lot. So I'm still working on that with investors. So I'm just jumping
Well,
into
I'm
it.
glad that you got connected to the kid, because you know I am one of the best investors here in Southern Cal.
That's what I heard.
It's not that hard. It's basically, it's not so much as all off market on the MLS. It's the fact that we're looking for something that we can put at least 50K or more as far as rehab is concerned, because that's where your numbers are. It's in the rehab, and it's the resale. It's the after repair value cost. So if I can rehab, if I can get it for less money, put at least 50 plus into it, and resell it for more than what it's worth, then the margins is great for me. That
Right.
means everybody eats and everybody gets benefits from it. But if the margin's so thin, I can't put that much rehab, and as far as reselling, it's not that great, then no, I can't buy it. So that's the difference, and it takes time, because yes, we all are different. We all have different ways we want to do things, and you know, it took me a minute to learn that, because when I started, I had no clue what I was doing. I couldn't get anything done, because you have to understand what an investor, how they buy, and what they look for. So if you're not actually doing a, as they call it, ride along tag or copy or whatever, you would never know. So you have to figure out and understand how an investor would buy and what they would buy. Because you just can't throw anything, and that's what a lot of agents get caught up on. They'll just give you a listing from the MLS, filter it out, and say, oh, and they're tagging themselves waiting for listing to come through, whether it's they find their own or they attach it to someone else, instead of getting out there shaking hands and kissing babies like politicians do. That's
Right.
one of the things that I do. I get out there, shake hands, kiss babies, and do like politicians, because one, I do want to go into politics, but that's another story for another day. But I love networking. And that's one of the things, and that's how you and I end up meeting at a network function. And let's talk about that function
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
talk about that.
So, since you said it was your first function, what did you think about it?
Oh, I loved it. I did. I almost didn't come because of the distance, but you know what? I said, I'm still going to go. It was a little far, but I went. And I thought it was awesome. It was great. Networking is key in real estate. You have to network, which I fought myself because I don't network like I should. So I committed to networking more and getting out there more to meet people, because that's really the only way you're going to be successful really in this real estate world.
Well, it's not just real estate networking. I mean, one, we all created for each other, and we need each other to survive. We need that energy. We need that camaraderie and whatnot. So networking is going to always be a key factor, because, there's some things that you might know, and there's some things that you might not know. So like I tell people, there's some truth to some lies and some lies to some truth. You need to figure out which applies to you. And that's the one thing. So like my mentor says, you know what? I show up every day, and not only do I show up every day, I'm always engaged. And when you get to that point, now you can start getting everything because they will give you the keys to the kingdom with no problem. But it's like, why am I going to expend and devote time to you if you're not going to devote it to yourself? You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the key things you got to understand. And so I know the organizers of those groups. I go to a lot of them because that's how I get to know who people are. And then they get to know me by my personality, and they know, hey, this is the things I do. I sit there and I see people, and I'm like, why are you sitting down? What's the problem? You didn't come here just to be a bump on the log. Let's get up and go walk. And I take people and meet them, let them meet the individuals, especially the organizers of those meetings, because those are the people you want to connect with because they got a database that is unheard of, unprecedented. And the fact of the matter is that you can call them up anytime, say, hey, do you know so-and-so and so-and-so? And give you the number. So now I got to the point where I am now that information person. People call me up and say, do you have such and such number? Yeah, here it goes, bam. So always, no matter how far you might think or how tired you might be, you're going to find your next partner. You're going to find the money that you need because you never use your own money. You always use other people's money.
Right.
You're going to find everything you need. You're going to find your contractor. You're going to find your your agents, your brokers. You want to be able to get relationships, especially with title people.
Oh, yeah.
You want to have those relationships with escrow people because with escrow is that they get that relationship and you get ready to close on the deal, and they know that either A, you're going to go ahead and raise the funds to close the deal, or you waiting for another deal to close so you can close on that deal. So, yeah, so that's the one thing you want to do. You want to find contractors. You want to find appraisal people. You need those people in your back pocket. So we're getting ready to take our next commercial break, and we will be back, and we'll get into a little bit more deep conversation. Thank you for listening to The Real Men of Real Estate. We'll be back with our very special guest, Shar. Thank you. Have a good day.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections. Hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Well, welcome back to the Real Men of Real Estate radio show hosted by me, Thomas F. Chappelle Jr., your host. We're here again with our very special guest, Shar Star. I love that. Love
You
that
do.
combination.
I like it too.
Yeah. So I left off was talking about the meanings of going to these real estate meetings. So here's what I'm asking: what other real estate meetings have you actually attended?
Well, I just joined the Inland Empire, one of their meetups. It's called Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Committee or Community. And so I just joined them a few days ago. So I'm really excited to see what they're talking about and how they operate with the real estate.
Now,
So-
see, I understand that you've been to Exchangers. Now, do you understand what Exchangers is all about?
Well, I'm sure you're going to tell me. So I guess let me give you my spiel. What I think it is about. When I do go, they create opportunities for people. They create different real estate situations for people who are looking to either exchange a property for another property, or have someone invest in the property, or have someone purchase the property. So that's what I've gathered. But I'm sure you're gonna enlighten me.
So
Thomas.
have you
Go
ever,
ahead.
have you ever heard of 1031 exchange?
Yes.
Okay, so that's basically what it is. You
Okay.
put out there what you have and you guys exchange it. So what real estate used to be before it became real estate is that you was a person that wanted to either upgrade or downsize from your home, and you found someone else that wanted to do the same, and all you guys did was just swapped. But
Right.
what happened was agents came in and started showing the government where the money's going. So guess what? Now they taxing everything.
Oh, so it's
that
our
change-
fault.
Yeah, it's agents' fault. You know.
Wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
but the point you got to understand is there's different aspects to real estate. It's just not one aspect of real estate. So I start going to, it's not exchange. I've been going to exchangers meetings with Andy Teasley, who got me. We used to go to Vegas. We haven't been to Vegas in a minute doing it, and got me into crypto. Didn't know
Interesting.
when crypto was, and I got like, wow. But when you in Rome, you do as. So I got into crypto, so I have
Yep.
crypto now. So it's like, and I can't really do it the way I want to because a lot of people don't know about the crypto that I have. I have Troptions. The Troptions is, it's on the blockchain, and you can have it's all based off of Bitcoin, but you trading stuff for stuff.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
and they
Interesting.
was buying hotels, radio stations, television stations with cryptocurrency. So you can use it just like cash to buy a building. So just like if this studio was for sale and the owner was interested in crypto, I can sell it to him on crypto, give him exactly the value that he wants.
Wow.
So that's a
interesting.
unique thing. So I got into that. You know, one of the things what I did when I got started, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, and I couldn't get anything in my name because I had child support issues. I didn't finish high school. I went to college and didn't finish college and whatnot. So I didn't want to be just an average person. So in my late 40s, I got into this game, and I've been doing it for over 10 years now, and I love it. I really, truly love it. I didn't done more in my life than I had when I was younger. I thought football was my thing, because that's what I wanted to do to get out the ghetto, get my moms out the ghetto and things like that. But
Right.
now my life is peaceful, so I'm starting different business adventures and things like that, talking to mayors and senators and congress people and doing this and that, and just doing it and loving it and whatnot. So coming to you, and I'm going to ask you this: how has the transition changed for you in your life? What brings the best out of you by doing what you're doing?
What brings the best out of me is the fact that I'm able to meet different people and to swap ideas and to gain the knowledge. Knowledge is key. Without that, you will have a hard time, in the real estate, because you have to know what you're doing and what you're talking about. So I think what's brought the best out of me is the people that I've met throughout my journey, whether they were here for a while or they left, but it was always something that I gained from everyone that I did meet along the way. And I'm thankful for that, and I'm grateful. So, but I do appreciate, real estate, because it brought me to a point where I can feel confident. I can pursue something that I really love to do. And that's all about just helping people and being there for someone that's looking to better themselves or to purchase something that they need some assistance with. So key factor is just being there for someone and helping out. I know I say that a lot, but it's just the truth.
So how many mentors is in your toolbox?
Well, I have one that I've been mentored. Her name is Grace Lozano. So she's a mentor of mine, and actually you now. So you're my second
I was about
mentor.
to say you better mention mine.
Right. But she was a little first. I had to give her, some props on that. But yeah, so she's been great. But now I'm glad that I met you, and I'm blessed that, you've came my way, and I'm thankful that I went to the summit. What is it called? Was the
Summer Summit.
okay. And I went there and met you, so I'm thankful for that.
So what have you invested in so far? Have you took monies that you have made and invested in some property, some things? Yes, no, maybe so, or is that something in the near future?
Well, I have some land that I invested in. It's in Sparta, Georgia.
How many acres?
Yeah, it's 8 acres. It's raw land.
And what you doing with it?
Well, I wanted to build on the land, but I may just do some farming on the land.
No.
What do you think that should do?
No. Let's put some
It's
prefab
in
homes on
Sparta,
there.
Georgia.
And put some EV stations on there and call it a DAY. Don't you know that?
It's way out in the middle of nowhere.
Don't you? Why go farm? Put some EV stations and some prefab homes on there. I got to connect because I invested into the company, so I got to connect. We put some prefab homes on there, some EV stations.
I don't know.
Lord.
The covenants that I signed were just only for one house. So
We can get the zoning changed. That's not a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do entitlements for. You do entitlements to change the zones. You do entitlements to do all kind of things. And it's a money thing. You just pay the different counties and cities for what they want, and they'll change everything.
They can change it.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure, anything
All right.
can be done. So
Because
yeah,
I signed a lot of covenants.
because I'm like,
So-
I got to get paid.
Oh Lord. Okay. I understand. We all do need to get paid.
Yeah, but the thing of it is that's one thing that real estate has done for me is that I've been able to take the funding that I made and go invest instead of putting in CDs, mutual funds, annuities, the stock market, because they only going to give you less than 0.5%. Where now I control and I'm the bank. So I can get 9, 10, 12, 15, whatever, because I am the bank. You know what I'm saying? Also understanding that when you're using other people's money, I know how to raise money. I learned how to do that through my mentors. I have several mentors. I just don't have one. And all of it has different aspects that came into my life. The only thing is that I was a willing vessel. And a lot of people don't understand that how much that the Lord plays in the things that you do.
Right. I believe that.
And I didn't think I could do that because I didn't follow the world's criteria.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like because I didn't finish certain things that it wasn't going to be prevalent to me, and I kind of realized that was a lie.
Right.
You
It
know?
is.
So I'm instilling that into my son, and got an opportunity to raise my son, being a single dad, I think I did pretty good, but, it's a journey, and people get to a point that life is giving them a hard turn, and it's easy. But the only problem is you just got to stick and stay. You got to fight. You're never going to be free until you die. And you're never going to be wealthy because you got to pay for everything. So people got to get to understanding that money does not make you rich. Money doesn't. It gives you choices to spend. Assets make you rich. The more assets you have, the more rich you become. That's why you have a lot of these older generations that pass that down. That's not generational wealth, and I'm tired of people using that because that doesn't exist. But you do pass it down to your lineage, and your lineage is going to either sell it or keep it.
Right.
Because a lot of them don't know what to do with it. They want the money, just like in the Bible, in the prodigal son, and also the 3 men that hid their money. That's why I recommend people to understand and read, or I don't like reading, so I listen. And it's easier to listen because you can take it anywhere. The Richest Man in Babylon. A lot of people talk about the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and they really don't understand what that book was saying, because I tell people, I said, what's the highest degree can you receive? Okay, PhD, doctorate. Okay, is there any other degree higher than that? They said no. Then what does that tell you? That means you capped out.
Right.
You can't make no more money higher than that. So it's all about having assets. The more assets you have, the more income streams you have, the more money you become and the more richer you become. Just having $1 million is not going to do it because you'll be broke in 90 days to 180 days. So because you're going to go out there and buy everything you ever wanted in life.
Right.
And it has no value because it depreciates. So that's what that's all about. So go ahead and take another break. And in that break, we're going to come back and we're going to talk to you and ask you if you had an opportunity to talk to your younger self, what would you tell? So when we come back, we're going to go into that. Thank you for listening to The Real Men of Real Estate, hosted by me, Thomas F. Chappelle Jr.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about. So join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Hey guys, it's Damon, Mr. Foxy, Damon Hart, and I'm here with the Real Men of Real Estate. And I just want to say, hey, come and watch us this Sunday, 1 p.m. live, every Sunday. Okay, we're going to be on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. If you got a minute, just tune in. We can't wait to have you here. I'm going to be there. If you can't make it on there, we're going to be at Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Android app on Building Solid Foundations channel. So tune in. You know what you got to do in the meantime. Keep it foxy.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Welcome back to The Real Men of Real Estate with your host, Thomas F. Chappelle Jr. We're here with our very special guest, Star Shar.
I love it. Superstar.
Okay, we can go with that, superstar. So
Okay.
before the break, we was talking about if you had an opportunity to go back and talk to your younger self, what would you have told your younger self? Would you have dove into what you're doing now, or would you have done something different? Because I know for me, football was my thing. I never in my wildest dreams ever figured out that I'd be doing real estate. No way, no how. But the ability of me doing real estate gave me an opportunity to be involved in my son's academic life. And that's what it gave me. That's the reason why I really did it. I wasn't in it for the money. Money was okay, but being able, because of what's going on in the world, and I want to make sure that no one takes advantage of him and things like that, that he don't get into things that he shouldn't, like drinking, smoking, because I never have and I never will. So that's what I did that, So going back to my younger self, I would have actually told my younger self to go back and got into real estate at a younger age. I know people that started when they was 18 years old, and very, very successful. I started in my late 40s, so it took me a minute to get here, because my first couple of years, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. And not only that I know what I was doing, I was just shooting everything. I was finding stuff. I would get out there, knock on doors, shake hands, kiss babies, ask all questions, be getting everything. But it didn't work. And then when I got to my mentors, I thought they were sabotaging me at first because I'm like, I'm throwing them all this until he told me, look, stop sending me this junk. You know, this is what we buy and this is how we buy it. And once I learned that, I was able to find everything they wanted, everything I found they bought. You know what I'm saying? And it made me successful. So when they created Back Porch Homes, I turned around and reinvested into them. So I gave back for what they gave me.
Oh,
So
that was nice.
so when I do that, that's why I ask that question, because everybody don't go back and think about what they would have been if they hadn't have gotten into this. And some people get into this later on down the road as a last resort versus doing it right off the bat. And this was the last resort for me. So elaborate for me.
It's interesting. No one's ever asked that question. What, to go back to your younger self, what would you do differently? I think that I don't regret anything. I'm grateful for where I am today, but it's been a long journey. And I can say that if I were to go back, I would just be more free. I think that a lot of times we're conformed to society of what we should do, what we should not do, and it's stressful. And to have that type of conformity, be president it's a lot. And I think that to follow what society tells you to do, go to college, get married and have a family, and that's what I was trying to do. And I know you hate that word. But that's what I was programmed to do. And I was on that journey, but it didn't work out for me. I did go to college, and I was a year of graduating college, so I didn't finish. And then, I had children young. So, and then I was married and divorced. So I wish I would have got into real estate younger, and I would have been a phenomenal person to this day. I wish I had really pursued it instead of going into leasing. I wish I would have went right into the real estate, but I'm grateful that I had the background that really helped me to understand it when I taught myself to study and to finish it. That was, a part of it. So that was, a blessing there too. So I'm grateful for that. But I think that to sum it up, to just be more free and to not have to be pressured into what people want you to do, just to do what you want to do and to be who you want to be. Excuse me. So I think that's
Well,
I would
well,
say
the
that.
biggest thing for me is that it gave me the opportunity to see all the gifts that are inside of me. Now that I'm on a journey of not just doing real estate, but I'm doing other things where I'm working on doing a disabled vet business, which is going to be government contracts and janitorial maintenance and things like that. Never in my wildest dreams that I ever thought that I would be doing something in the veteran side of this world. So also talking to city officials, mayors, and things like that, building communities for affordable housing, not only for affordable housing for foster kids that are transitioning out, instead of throwing them to the wolves, create this community, give them somewhere where they can live at to get it either further their career in education or go find a trade that they can learn how to do that will sustain them for the rest of their lives instead of just going to get a job and turn around and going into the street. So I never thought that I would be doing stuff like that, and it opened me up to knowing that all these gifts that I have inside that God has given me to where I can be way better than what I have ever thought of in my life, and got to the point where I just want to just serve and just help
people.
And the thing of it
Right.
is that, a lot of times we come down on our city officials, and we come down on because they supposed to be the people that set everything in stone. They don't have a clue, and not only do they not have a clue, they're one individual. So it takes a village, and we don't go back and help. We turn around and say, okay, you're supposed to do this, and why this is not going on, and blah, blah, blah. But they need the community's backing. Instead of you complaining, help solve the problem. We're problem solvers. That's what we are created for, to solve each other's problems. And people just don't do that anymore. So it gets to a point where you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. So the ability that me getting into real estate at an age that I am now, like I said, it gave me the ability to be there. And they say, oh, men don't want to take care of their kids. They're not fathers, blah, 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 blah. But I can be that attest that I've been in my son's life since he was 6 months old. So I had the opportunity to do that thing and make sure that he grows up to be, I don't care about the law-abiding citizen part, that he be a strong black man. And I hate using the word black because he's just a man. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't worry about his skin complexion. He's just a man.
Right.
You know, and he has abilities and has these gifts to become better than who he's been, superseding what his dad did. That's just all I'm saying. So that's why I like asking that question, because I want to get different people's perspective on if they had an opportunity to go back to their younger self and say, hey, if I could have did it this way, God knows where I would be at right now. You know what I'm saying? Versus going down. Not saying that you have a lot of regrets, you know, but you know that there's a better way to do things, you know. So here's what I'm going to ask you. How can people get in contact with you? And not only how can people get in contact with you, why would they want to do business with you?
Okay, I like that question, Tom. Okay, well, the reason why they should get in contact with me is because I'm that realtor that
Boo, go ahead.
don't boo it. Don't listen to you, that you guys. But I'm that realtor that will be there for them. I will answer my phone. I'm very accessible to my clients. I will be there to answer questions. I am dependable and reliable. I am a woman of my word, you know. So a lot of times realtors get caught up in the bigger aspect of making money, but it's not all about the money per se. It's just about serving people and helping people get to the next level in their life, especially when they're purchasing something, you know, and it's a big decision and they're trying to figure it out and they don't know. So if you want to get in touch with me, my email is charwilliamsyourrealtor@gmail.com, and my number is 323-245-9462, or you can DM me on Instagram at Homes by Char.
Okay, now say that again because you went too fast.
Oh, I did? Okay. Do you want my contact information?
All of it. So I'm not all, just the contact.
Okay. Email is Char Williams, SHARR Williams, your realtor @gmail.com. Phone number is 323-245-9462. And you can DM me or follow me on Instagram at Homes by Char.
Okay, great. Now, before I let you go, tell me how you feel about the experience that you had today, because I put you on the spot.
You did, Thomas. But I love it. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm so grateful for this.
Okay.
Thank you for it. I am so grateful.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I was a gracious host, and I'm going to continue
You
to be.
were. You awesome.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we about that time. So my information is Thomas F. Chappelle Jr. Once again, that's THOMAS, C like Charles, H like Harry, A like Apple, P like Paul, P like Paul, E like Edward, L like Larry, L like Larry Jr. My phone number is area code 404-844-1828. Once again, that's area code 404-844-1828. You can go ahead and follow me on all the different platforms, which I do hate social media, but that's another story for another day, under Thomas F. Chappelle Jr., Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I don't know what else is out there. I do have a real estate investment club, which is every third Wednesday of the month. It's 6 p.m. for Pacific and 9 p.m. for East Coast time. It is on Zoom. All you do is go to Meetup and hit the link, Riverside, California, for Black Inland Empire Real Estate Investment Club, or BIEREIC. You can go to my website, which is BIEREIC.com. Go down to the bottom, hit the M for Meetup, and it'll take you there. You RSVP. My meeting was just this past Wednesday, so that My real estate investment radio show is every fourth Sunday of the month. East Coasters is at 4, West Coasters is at 1. What else is out there that I got? So
I think
don't
that's
know.
it.
I'm doing a whole lot.
You're
So
doing a lot.
I don't know where you can find me anymore, but you guys enjoy yourself. Have a great day, and we'll see you back next
Thank you,
month.
everybody.
Legacy 1050 AM.